I'm not exactly sure where to begin with this review, so let's start from the beginning. Minecraft is a video game. Specifically, it's a sandbox video game first published in 2011. Per Wikipedia, this is how they describe Minecraft. In Minecraft, players explore a procedurally generated three-dimensional world with virtually infinite terrain made up of voxels. Players can discover and extract raw materials, craft tools and items, and build structures, earthworks, and machines. Depending on their chosen game mode, players can either fight hostile mobs as well as cooperate with or compete against other players in multiplayer, aka build as you want, build as you please type of video game. I played Minecraft around the time the game came out. I'm thinking like 2013, 2014, and while I wasn't immediately hooked, I did enjoy those first couple of months creating whatever my mind could conjure up, exploring mines, and doing so with friends, all set to that really beautiful, serene soundtrack. And although I stopped playing, the popularity of Minecraft never ceased. In fact, it grew to outrageous numbers. As of today, Minecraft is the best-selling video game of all time. Ports to every console imaginable, merchandise, a Minecon, which did give us some very iconic moments and memes.
What's the recommended amount of dedicated RAM I should have to a server?
And now, of course, a movie. But why does any of this matter? Well, it does and it doesn't. Eventually, I want to make a video on the art of the video game adaptation because historically speaking, as we all know, video game adaptations are very bad. But why are they bad? Again, different video for a different day. Back to a Minecraft movie. I'll keep this review mostly spoiler-free. If a spoiler does come up, I'll make sure to indicate it with some flashing lights or a siren or something. Even though I don't think there's much to spoil, I will make sure to give you guys a courtesy if anything comes up. It's directed by Jared Hess, who's best known for his quirky comedies, Napoleon Dynamite, Nacho Libre, movies that I really love, and it has a cast consisting of Danielle Brooks, Jason Momoa, Jennifer Coolidge, Emma Myers, Sebastian Hansen, and of course, Jack Black as Steve.
I'm Steve.
When the movie was first announced, the immediate question was, okay, what are we going to do here? How do we adapt a game that is essentially plotless? And yes, I understand and I'm very aware there is lore to the game, there is a story mode, but the core experience of Minecraft is that sandbox aspect, to create and to explore. Enter in the Jumanji-ification, not a word, but it will be for this video, of Minecraft. Because apparently it is too risky to tell a new story about the overworld and the beings that exist inside of it. So instead, the overworld still exists, however, it exists within our own world as an alternate reality, realm, and universe, thus the term Jumanji-ification. Personally, I think this is an incredibly lazy approach to storytelling. It's safe, often boring, and ultimately leads to a very predictable narrative. Main character visits this realm, main character then must fight and prevent that realm from invading the human realm, or the main character must escape this realm or risk being stuck in that realm forever. You get the idea, rinse and repeat. I know I said realm a bunch of times. So it's not entirely shocking that a Minecraft movie's most fundamental issues are at the level of the script. It's a movie that clearly doesn't trust its audience, so instead it chooses to spoon-feed them a rather simple and inane story. And before I go any further, I fully understand and fully expect there to be a very common response to my review of this movie. In some form, someone will say, "What did you expect, Joe? This is a movie meant for kids." This will be addressed in due time. And by due time, I mean in a couple minutes. A Minecraft movie, which by the way, it's called a Minecraft movie, not the Minecraft movie. I know it can get confusing. I hate it too. Blame Warner Brothers. Anyways, a Minecraft movie throws us into the lives of Henry and Natalie, who have lost their parents. The brother, Henry, is an outcast, but he's really smart and he's creative and he's very good at building things. How convenient. Natalie, being the older sister that she is taking on the more maternal figure. She's a bit overbearing, but ultimately, she just really cares for her brother and wants to see him succeed. Now, if the movie was only about them, maybe I'd be singing a different tune. A movie that explores their dynamic and allows them to grow as individuals, but also as siblings is apparently a crazy idea for the Minecraft movie. A Minecraft movie, I'm gonna make that mistake a lot. But instead, we also get Jason Momoa's the Garbage Man, who is a past his prime video game competitor of sorts. Oscar-nominated Danielle Brooks, incredible actress, plays a realtor who also runs like a petting zoo as a side business. The movie seems to imply that the realtor job is like her ball and chain, and her true ambitions is to run this petting zoo. I say that with some questioning inflection because the movie is essentially splitting time between 5 different characters. Brooks' character gets cast to the wayside almost immediately, which maybe this is a good segue to talk about Jack Black's performance as Steve. A performance I found mostly to be insufferable because it mostly consists of Jack Black just playing Jack Black.
I'm Steve.
Of course, for some people, that will be a huge selling point, and for others, like myself, that will be a huge breaking point. But because Jack Black has reached this point in his career where he's just playing himself in every character, a la The Rock, a la Ryan Reynolds, you kind of know exactly what to expect from this performance. He tells some poorly written jokes, there's an emphasis on body humor, he sings when there's clearly no reason for him to be singing, and then he uses the word unalive completely unironically. That's not a red flag for the complete regression of media literacy and language, then I don't know what is. But ultimately, Steve fails as a character because the role he serves is solely as a vehicle for exposition. It's why his character is consistently announcing everything he sees or everything that is happening on the screen.
Chicken jockey.
Chicken jockey.
Chicken jockey.
This is a crafting table. Flint and steel. I am Steve.
I'm Steve.
I know we've all made this a running joke, but this is an example of a clear lack of interest in actually exploring Steve as a character. Which normally that wouldn't be a big deal if they didn't already introduce Steve as somebody who is interesting. He's someone that, for some reason, as a very young child, yearned for the mind and physical labor, and he runs away from reality to live in a fantasy world, in the overworld. That in itself could be its own movie, but again, the movie doesn't care. So what does the movie care about? If anything, what does it get right? If none of the characters work, if the themes are an afterthought, well, the answer is very little. We spent a lot of time in the overworld, so the CGI and visual effects, I think, look good. I say that with some hesitancy because there is a certain point where the juxtaposition of live action characters existing in the overworld and a fully CGI world, it does begin to look a bit uncanny. This isn't just a Minecraft problem, this comes up a lot in Marvel movies as well. At a certain point, you can tell the actors are just standing in front of a very large green screen, which of course the overworld does not exist. They have to stand in front of a green screen. They had no other choice. But to go back to the initial fundamental problem of this movie, the Jumanjification of Minecraft, do you avoid the uncanniness of live action characters on a CGI world by making the movie fully animated? Why not do that? Potentially a pointless conversation. However, Minecraft as a video game heavily relies on its atmosphere. From the sound effects of a pickaxe mining a block, or the music, or the lighting of a torch on a wall in a cave, or the sounds of a spider in the distance. As cliche as this sounds, the overworld in the game is a living, breathing character of its own. In the movie, it's weightless. It has no sense of identity. And when it comes to comedy, it's incredibly subjective. People may laugh at jokes that I didn't laugh at, and vice versa. And comedy cannot be critiqued, especially for a movie like the Minecraft movie. A Minecraft movie, I'll get it right. Because the movie has no actual interest in storytelling, this forces the comedy to be rooted in nostalgia, cameos, member berries. And I understand it is completely unreasonable of me to expect the movie not to have Easter eggs or references to the video game. I'm not asking the movie to not do that. However, when most of the jokes are rooted in this type of comedy, that's when the comedy becomes a cheap trick for laughs, which, let's be honest, it's going to work on a lot of people. Other quick hits, Jennifer Coolidge, genuinely very funny. Maybe the only character that doesn't completely rely on the video game as a source for their comedy. There is some ties and some running gags and jokes with the game, with her character. I won't go into it, but it's a shame she's in the movie for all of 5 minutes. Also, quick shout out to Rachel House, who voices the main villain Malgosha. Incredible voice work. She's done a lot of great voice work in the past. A lot of the funnier bits in the movie are directly because of her performance. Again, would watch an entire movie on just that character alone. So overall, the Minecraft movie, a Minecraft movie, is not very good. It's a lazy, uninspired movie that hopes to distract the iPad kids for 90 minutes or so. Which brings me back to the point I made earlier, the responses I kind of expect concerning this review. But Joe, it's a kids movie. Of course it's bad. You can't expect it to be good. It's for the fans. The fans will like it. You're taking it too seriously, which, hey, to your credit, maybe I am. But I will never understand the excuse, it's a kids movie. Why is that an excuse? Why are we pretending that movies intended for children can't be good? As if movies meant for children can't have exciting storytelling or interesting characters with evolving dynamics. Jokes that are clever and not just, hey, remember this item from the game? Barely 3 months ago, Dogman hit theaters, and guess what? That movie rocks. It's not perfect, but it's beautifully animated, incredibly funny to the point where it's kind of unhinged, and even at times a bit emotional. The constant parroting of these talking points that movies for kids are supposed to be like a Minecraft movie is not only insulting to the kids, but insulting to filmmakers who are actually attempting to tell exciting stories. Now here's the sad irony to everything I'm saying. Kids will love a Minecraft movie. Loud noises, bright colors, and Jack Black being incredibly silly in a video game they know very well and love. They will eat this movie up. That doesn't make the movie good. And if your excuse is, well, it's a video game adaptation, what did you expect? Are we pretending the Sonic movies didn't just come out? They're not perfect, but those movies at least embrace the wacky nature of its source material while still trying to tell a compelling story. But look, for the fans of the game who just want to see their favorite video game brought to life on the big screen, you may find some enjoyment in this movie. And if you do, that's great. I'm happy for you, genuinely. But I think you can enjoy something while still wanting it to be good. So that's my way too long video on the Minecraft movie. A Minecraft movie, damn it, I almost made it to the end. A movie that falls squarely in the very low tier of video game adaptations. But how low? Well, if you follow me on Letterboxd, you may have noticed I've been on a bit of a video game adaptation binger, which has been rough to say the least. But this quest is for a future YouTube video where I intend to watch and rank every single video game movie adaptation. There's an asterisk there somewhere because I have to set some parameters. I can't do like every Pokemon direct video sequel, right? That would be too crazy. Maybe not every single one, but close to it. But look for that video closer to when the Until Dawn adaptation comes out later in April. I hope to have the video up around at that time. But this is the end. I appreciate all of you who continue to bear with me as I try to figure out a YouTube schedule that works with me. Podcast has been taking a lot of my time in a fun way. We're covering every Mission Impossible movie to prepare for Final Reckoning. I'm not complaining. But be sure to comment, like, subscribe, do all the YouTube things. That way I know people want more of these. And until then, have a wonderful day, night, week, and weekend. And I'll see you guys next time.